Hi, I'm Sue from Finney's Wood Finishes, and the top tip today covers a topic that catches lots and lots of our customers out. They say to us, but it said clear on the tin, and yet it's changed the colour of the wood. So what's gone wrong? Does this sound familiar? When wood finishes are described as clear, the vast majority, around 99% of finishes do this. In the trade, it's called colour enhancing. And as I say, 99% of finishes do this. So water is clear, completely clear. I've got some water here. And when I put some water onto this wood, you can see quite a dramatic change. But this is not often the effect that people are looking for. So what you can do, some manufacturers add white, because they know this difficulty, they add white into their products. But the problem with this is that sometimes in a timber such as oak, which is a ring porous timber where the pores follow the grain of the wood, the white gets trapped in those pores and you can see that it gives a limed effect. And you're often starting off with an oil-based, a colour enhancing product to start with. So what can we do? Well, we can add our own and colour our own finishes, and this little mixol in white can be used in oil finishes as well as water-based finishes, and you only add a few drops. Actually, this tiny little bottle would be enough for putting into this 5-litre container. In these smaller containers, you would just put a few drops in to avoid this limed effect. Okay. Now, I have one other thing that you can use is use a low colour enhanced finish to start with. Instead of using a product that is a colour enhanced that will automatically darken the wood itself as you apply it, these finishes, such as our invisible oil, is a low colour enhanced finish, so it won't darken the wood when you first put it on. I have a sample here, which is a very old sample. It's about 15 years old, and hundreds of people have felt it and touched it, and you can see the grime and the grubby nature, the finger marking and so on, and the darkened tone. This is just, there's no finish on this. This is just naturally darkened the wood over time because it's an old sample. On the other side, the same number of people, if not more probably, have felt this sample, and low colour change, as you can see, not as much as the other side, and also none of the finger marking that was on the other side of the natural wood. So the only thing that this doesn't work on is on darker woods. So it's always used usually on to keep the woods light, such as pine, oak, ash, that kind of thing. So don't get caught out. For more top tips, just follow Finney's Wood Finishes.